Welcome to The Burning of the Midnight Lamp, where we are dissecting music history, album by album, and track by track. And we have now come to the 7th track on Sparks' album Gratuitous Sax and Senseless Violins from 1994. And it's the 3rd single on the album, now the title on the BBC. And again, a very Sparks-ish title.
Yeah, it's... I don't know which number, but they're all long titles.
It's actually the shortest title so far, except for the opening track.
Yeah, well, still a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah. But the single, as I mentioned, is the last one from the album in the 90s at least, released in Europe in 95 and in UK in 96 actually. Also had a music video that we will watch later afterwards.
Yes. Released in 96.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's much later.
It's a late single.
Yeah. So what you say? Should we go into...
Not heard this before, and so far, side A of the vinyl has been a perfect album, perfect side A, so now we're turning to the B side. It will be exciting to hear if they continue this trend or if they fall.
Yeah, we're still in the vinyl age.
True. You haven't heard it before, but you always wished that you're on the BBC.
Always, yeah. I daydream owning the BBC. Especially the archives.
Especially, yes.
Yeah, that could have been something.
That would have been something.
All right, let's jump into it.
This is that's what I call music 1992.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Well, he's clearly not very happy with owning the BBC. Bit perplexed.
Yeah. What was he thinking?
What was he thinking? It was obviously an auction in the first verse. Sold to the gent who wears the stunned expression.
Only £5.
Yeah, that's the best line.
So took it off their hands. I had plans.
Yeah. Well, no, this is a very happy song, musically and lyrically. A bit more perplexed or uncertain of the happiness.
Very silly in a good way.
Very silly, and musically, this is very much of its time. This is the type of in Norway we would call it Sydenpop, Balearic beat, not Balearic
or
beat,
Europop,
or Europop, or this things they play on the beach in southern Europe. Very upbeat and happy with this piano that is quite fun in the beginning and quite irritating the longer the song goes. I'm sure this could have been a massive hit if it had a lyric about partying or meeting a girlfriend, boyfriend, something. But whilst the lyrics here are concerning a surprised ownership of a national broadcasting union, that's not something that
speaks to the listener's mind.
Yeah, well no, it's not. It doesn't have the broadest of appeals.
Everyone knows the BBC. So
Yes, I'm sure many people would want to own it, but
was maybe not only highly regarded at the time.
No, they're a bit self-sabotaging here because the song is so fun and positive that they could have made it a hit, but they're clearly not interested in that. They want to make this funny thing instead, and
Yeah, that they managed to do.
they managed to do that.
This does give me a bit of a flavor of. I do love and respect Pet Shop Boys, but they also made the song called "Go West," which was some infectious plague for us watching it on MTV, where they would play it all the time. And this is kind of in the same type of vein as that. Like this type of summer hit, Europop thing that you're describing. I enjoyed this more than Go West, but it's not very highly regarded considering the other tracks on this album.
I think I agree. It's an okay track. It's catchy. I can understand why it was picked as a single. I mean, you wouldn't put I Thought I Told You to Wait in the Car as a single. And the two others are very quiet, of those we have heard so far. You say the lyrics are holding it back from being a hit. Maybe it is. But it could have easily been a hit had it been sort of come at the right time and place probably. And it does sound like much of other pop music that was around this time. Maybe a bit too much. Maybe it sounds too much like a type of Euro cheese that came around. So, out of those three singles we've heard, and that was released at the time, this is definitely the weaker one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think there is a upcoming track that would have fit better.
I think so too.
For the third single. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I know. I assume you mean track number 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go surfing. But it is a very catchy song, very very uplifting and all that. It's just not quite for me.
No, and especially the bridge is a bit. I mean, it's just repeated, and then it comes.
I like the bridge actually more than.
You do?
Yeah, I like the bridge. Yeah.
I think it's a little bit lazy. But
maybe no.
A bridge too far.
The bridge.
Well, it is super catchy, but you know, it needs a simpler lyric and performance in a swimsuit and its own dance.
For it to be a hit, yeah. But for it to be a Spark song, you know, the lyrics are as quintessential Sparks as
of course.
It is.
There's no one else that could have written a song like that, I think.
It's not. I love that this song exists.
Yeah. The fact that they buy the BBC, which is probably I was going to say the worst thing you can own. I mean, what would you do if you owned that thing, right? It's a very legitimate question. Asks.
I would be stunned.
Yeah.
I would just drive around in the lorries.
It's just extremely, extremely unlikely. But yeah, no, it was released a single. Take a look at the cover here.
Oh, amazing.
Wow.
But
This is like some Love Boat project? What?
or Titanic.
Vibes,
Yeah.
So they maybe didn't have the highest thoughts on BBC. Now I own the Titanic
You see sinking like
for
Titanic.
£5. Oh,
This is a
Fun.
see here CD2 of a 2-part set. Includes live version of Beat the Clock.
oh, I
That's
have so many
interesting.
of these CD1, CD2 of a 2-part set.
So it was released in many editions, or actually, well, I would say only 10 versions of the
Of the single or of the song? Like are there
of
10
the
different mixes?
10 different mixes.
Uh-huh.
I don't think there are that many editions of the single actually.
And no BBC sessions?
Yes, there are actually, and there's even
course.
there's even an acoustic piano version of it on the album here, on the extended version of the album. We can take a brief look at it, listen to it, since we just have it on the screen.
Yeah, it's quite short.
What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What could I have been thinking?
Is it live
It's
at the
going
BBC?
one time,
Yeah.
It's going 2 times.
I think so.
Sold to the gent who wears the stunned expression. As I took it off their hands, a £5 note was changing hands. As I took it off their hands, I had plans, Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to do with this thing?
Yeah.
It kind of makes you miss the a bit annoying piano from the original.
I think this is a fun version.
Yeah,
Fun, yeah.
I liked it.
Also, there are multiple mixes of it. The radio edit, Motive 8 made versions of it, dub version.
There's a dub version.
Extended vocal mix and the radio edit. They're all very Eurodance-ish, very popish, not necessarily making the song better. Tony Catania and Ingo Case did a mix, was techno-like. Yeah, they did a couple of mixes. Legend B did a mix. Yeah, this is the acoustic piano version. This Time and Big Enough for Both of Us was also released on one of the single editions, I think. Also from the same session, I think. And it also has a proper B-side. She's an Anchorman.
Yeah.
One of the songs. One of the singles.
That cleverly ties to both television and the cover images of the boat.
Actually, that does.
Oh, they think of everything.
Yeah. And they also included Beat the Clock live version from the 90s side as well. Of course, they made a music video for it.
Yeah, hey.
We will take a look at that.
Please do.
What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What could I have been thinking? It's going 1 time, it's going 2 times. So to the gent who was the stunned expression. As I took it off their hands, a £5 note was changing hands.
Was the bass as heavy on the album version? It's a single mix?
Sure, actually. Maybe it's a bit heavier here.
It's the same images as on the single.
Yeah.
help me out. I'm flying blind, I'm flying blind. You know the way to lay things out. Oh, the refined and unrefined. Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to make of this thing? Hey, Turner, help me out. I'm flying blind, I'm flying blind. You know the way to work things out, to colorize and still feel fine. Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to make of this thing? Make of it what you will. Make of it what you will. Make of it what you will.
This is really high-end computer graphics.
But it used to
For
be
its
so
time.
much. Used to be so much more charming
Yes.
and square.
But why didn't they release it until 96? Do we know?
I mean, because they still had the other single out in 95.
Yeah, maybe.
It could have been released in 95 as well, but I think some editions maybe came later.
What am I supposed to do with this thing? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to make of this thing? Make of it what you will. 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 Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to make of this thing? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to make of this thing?
Almost panpipe
Yeah.
sounding synth.
Yeah, so that was directed by Florence Degas and Oliver Kunzel. Germans, maybe. From Logic or something. Yeah, maybe not from Logic, but I'm assumed to be Germans.
Could be, yeah.
How did the single do in Germany?
It did, well, it charted. It reached, or it peaked at number 81 in Germany, 60 in UK, and that was written here on 9th of March 1996.
Okay.
It did chart in 96 in UK. And in Germany, it was 4th of December 95 it peaked. But they reached number 13 in Latvia.
Okay.
So there it's actually a hit.
That's very peculiar. Yeah.
Yeah. Scotland, number 53. In a way, the least successful of the three singles. The other ones did better.
But the most successful in Latvia.
I don't have that information on the others, so I couldn't tell. But probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume it had been mentioned if it had been on the lists there.
Most likely.
I think, Frode, you need to do more research about Sparks in Latvia. We need
Obviously,
the complete statistics.
That
we
would be
need to know
for next time.
for
Chris.
next time. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Was it played a lot on BBC?
Well,
Should have been.
it's been played a little bit, I think. Not a lot.
Could it also have been that someone in the BBC might have understood that this was not all complimentary?
Yes, okay. Let's put this in the... Let's archive it under some other letter so no one finds it.
Yeah, no, it was played a little bit around 94, 95. And that's it, once in 2008. So for being a single, it hasn't really caught on, I think we can say. But it has been covered twice. Montage Collective in 2022, an Australian artist. I've written here a chaotic synth version. And Candice Kerosene and the Le Turbo Warriors on a single in 2024. That's a French punk rock band with synths. It's okay.
Okay.
The name is good of the band.
Yeah. The version they did wasn't the best, I think. But then again, it's maybe not the best of songs either, so how much can you do with it in that regards? I mean, not that it is an awful song in any ways, but they have done better. Interestingly enough, when they were interviewed in 1996, and they had actually considered making different versions of the song for different markets, so that you had NBC in America, for example, and RTL in Germany.
Or RTP in Portugal.
As Ron said, RTL doesn't rhyme with anything.
Oh.
Not that they rhyme anything here with BBC either. So it wouldn't come back to it.
Well, just had to have a reason.
So yeah, we do have mixes here, but I don't think they are that good and worth listening to. You can go listen to them on your own time.
Thanks.
If you want to.
Thanks.
But maybe one thing we can do at the end here is leave the word for Ron.
Oh.
What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What could I have been thinking? It's going one time, it's going two times soul to the gent who wears the stunned expression. As I took it off their hands, a 5-pound note was changing hands. As I took it off their hands, I had plans. I had plans. Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to make of this thing? All this power, all this glory, all these DJs, all these lorries. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What could I have been thinking? Hey, Rupert Murdoch, help me out. I'm flying blind, I'm flying blind. You know the way to lay things out for the refined and unrefined. Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to make of this thing? Make of it what you will. 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 Should we go brighter? Should we go lighter? Should we go whiter? Go left or righter? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I wasn't drinking. What could I have been thinking? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to make of this thing? Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Make of it what you will. 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 Now that I own the BBC, what am I supposed to do with this thing?
And that's a completely different take. So,
with a more sinister vibe.
Yes, and he really brings forth the depth of the lyric.
He does.
He does. Well, it doesn't. It's not. It's a bit funny still, but it's not jokey in the same way. Hearing him taking out his poetic voice with a Eraserhead soundtrack in the background, or is it his fan? Who knows?
I still think it's a bit funny though.
It is really funny with that deadpan type of delivery.
It feels like he means it. He really regrets it.
What was he thinking?
No, but as I said, we could have dug deep into the remixes, but I think we'll leave it there and go to the next track, Chewy Hark, just the eighth track on the album.
Yeah.
So leave us a comment below, let you know what you think of this single. You think it's a great song, great single choice. And yeah, we will be back in a couple of days, as we said. Until then, big thanks to everyone who was watching and listening on this track. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, and thank you to the BBC.